People moved into this village yesterday, and today they already need a hearse. We seriously need a cemetery right now. Let's place a small graveyard beside the residential area. Apparently people here actually enjoy living near cemeteries. It gives them +2 quality of life and +2 leisure happiness. Alright, the hearse problem is solved, but now we have a healthcare problem. People are saying they called an ambulance, but nobody ever showed up. So we urgently need a small medical clinic. Place it beside the cemetery. Give it 3 ambulances and 1 delivery truck for medicine supplies. Add a pedestrian path too. That way, residents can cross the road safely to visit the clinic. The clinic is actually pretty close to the neighborhood. People can get there quickly. And ambulances can drive directly into the courtyard. Nice! They picked up the patient immediately. Wait, is the ambulance going back already? Hold on. Is it picking up another patient on the way? No way. Can ambulances carpool now? Oh, some people are even walking to the clinic. That actually works pretty well. Right now, the clinic has 7 patients and only 0.1 tons of medicine supplies. That feels a little low. But overall, the city looks much better now. The main issue is the factories again. They are complaining about worker shortages. Let's check. This factory needs 1 highly educated worker and 5 low education workers, which means we finally need schools. Build a pedestrian path through the back area. That way, residents can walk to school easier. And now a bunch of people immediately start walking there. Even though the school was just built, the factory labor problem already looks better. Nice. Next step, expand the residential area. A lot of people are complaining about housing shortages. Let's buy these 4 land tiles. Smooth out the terrain a little, but not too much. Now we plan the main road. This will become the future growth direction of the town. First, we develop a new residential district here. A lot of people will probably move in, so we use a larger road this time. This area will use medium density row housing. More crowded, but far more efficient. Alright, that should work. Add more pedestrian paths. It improves convenience and also connects neighboring communities together. Even if people might not use them much, at least the school paths should help. Now let's zone the buildings and wait for people to move in. Plant some trees between the 2 districts. This roadside area should stay empty because traffic here will become heavy later. Looks like these buildings do not include parking spaces. A lot of people park on the roadside. Then walk home. Honestly, that is fine, but roadside parking space is limited. Traffic will probably become terrible later. Forget it. No roadside parking allowed. Maybe we should unlock parking facilities instead. Build a compact parking structure. Something like a small parking garage. $40,000 each. Honestly, not too bad. Place one here. Then add a pedestrian path. People can park, then walk home from here. Do the same thing for the garage next door. And now the system works like this. People park inside the structure, then walk back home. Of course, traffic disappears because nobody parks inside the neighborhood anymore. Parking costs $10 and people still park outside illegally? Absolutely not. I refuse to allow this. Ban parking everywhere, especially on the main road. Otherwise, traffic would become a nightmare. And wow, the road instantly feels cleaner. Now we have another electricity shortage. So let's build more wind turbines. We could build large turbines, but I prefer the small ones because the noise pollution is much lower and we still need to consider nearby housing. So we continue building small turbines. The value is basically the same anyway. Now we only have $520,000 left, and we are losing over $2,000 every hour. The clinic and cemetery are probably too expensive. But once the population grows, it should balance out. We already added a lot more housing. Wait, now factories are complaining about worker shortages again. Even though we zoned a huge amount of space, most of it is still undeveloped. Let's see what residents are unhappy about. The house is spacious, but crime is high. That alone gives a negative 8-point penalty. Crime is making this district unpopular. Oh wow, there is already a crime scene in the neighborhood next door. Right now, we do not even have a police station. Let's build a small one. Send police cars out on patrol immediately. This small station has 6 police cars, and 3 are already patrolling. Looks like fire coverage is also terrible. The entire map is glowing red, so we definitely need a fire station. Where should we place it? Probably near the industrial zone. Then let's put it here. This key intersection, it can cover both sides of the city. After all these upgrades, we only have $280,000 left. We are losing $5,000 every hour. We need to fix this immediately. Let's check the budget. Most road expenses come from roadside maintenance. We can reduce that. Healthcare is the biggest problem. That is insane. Yeah, we definitely lower that budget a bit. Education stays the same. Fire services stay the same. Police also stays the same. All right, let's see the results. Now we only lose $3,300 per hour. Better than before. Still terrible though. So now we need more commercial zones. See these colorful areas? That means stronger consumer demand. This area barely has any spending power, so let's build a few shops nearby. And add a crosswalk too. Otherwise, shopping is inconvenient. No traffic lights though, not enough people or cars yet. Let's also smooth out the terrain here. The landscape looks weird after all the terraforming. Make it feel more natural. Plant some trees too. Now the shops are finished, and wow, this store is doing incredibly well. What are they even selling? The parking lot is completely full. Wait, are people just parking here without shopping? This shop sells paper products and somehow earns $5,000 per month. That is actually impressive. Whoa, a huge crowd just arrived. What are they all doing here? And what does this shop sell? Convenience food, $2,000 profit per month. Pretty good for a brand new business. This one sells drinks. This one sells dietary products and somehow loses $3,500 every month. What happened to this place? This store makes $1,200. Honestly, this is probably the only shopping area in the whole town. That is why everyone comes here. Let's check road traffic. Honestly, it is not too bad. Wait, maybe we should turn this road into a shopping street. Add more crosswalks, otherwise getting to the opposite side is annoying. This store over here probably struggles because of that. Our residents are just too law-abiding. Nobody crosses the double yellow lines. Skip the traffic lights for now. And instantly, way more people start walking across the street. Now businesses on both sides make more money. This road will slowly become a lively commercial street. Let's add another crossing here too. Wait, what? I literally just praised them for following the rules. And now somebody suddenly sprints across the road. Honestly, fair enough. Maybe we really should add another crosswalk. That should help business too. Now, let's check the finances again. Current balance is $260,000. We now lose. Better than before. But I also noticed something weird. Where are all these cars going? How are they parking all the way over there? Why are so many people walking from that direction? Wait, are they parking there? Looks like parking space is still insufficient. People parking that far away actually lowers neighborhood happiness. Let's see if we can build a parking structure. A multi-level parking garage should work. It saves surface space. Let's place it at the end of the road. Still better than forcing everyone to park miles away. Sure, it costs $10 to park, but after parking, people can immediately cross the street here, then walk home using the pedestrian path. This garage holds over 200 cars, and if that is not enough, we can always add more floors later. Actually, let's not upgrade it yet. Right now, we are losing $3,000 per hour again. Bankruptcy is getting close. We need to develop the next district immediately. First, reserve a future road corridor. This will become the city's central axis, right here. The straightest road in the entire city. The future expansion route. For now, we leave it alone. We can connect it here too. Not super useful yet, but still. Let's connect this road as well. Our next neighborhood will be built here. Honestly, the layout looks messy, but the scale is getting pretty huge. The inner roads should also be larger. Cars will enter the district from here, and parking will stay on the inside. Actually looks pretty good, but one parking tower costs $200,000. And I only have $90,000 left. Yeah, that is a problem. Whatever. Let people move in first. We will worry about everything else later. After planning the roads, we fill the rest of the space. Leave one entrance here, and another one here. The large main entrance goes at the end. Spreading out the intersections helps traffic flow. Earlier traffic lights were removed on purpose. Let me explain. This entrance is mainly for fire trucks. Regular traffic cannot use it because parking structures will be built outside the district. Now let's improve pedestrian access. Make walking easier for everyone. Add a long path here. Another one here. And one through the center too. Now walking through the neighborhood is much easier. Residents can start moving in immediately. This area will use medium density housing again. Higher population density. Zone everything. This is the first district. This is the second. And this is the third. The remaining area will become mixed-use housing. Shops downstairs, apartments upstairs. After all that work, we only have $73,000 left, but surprisingly, we only lose $220 per hour now. That is actually great news. Commercial demand is also very high now. There are tons of cars. People need gas stations, and apparently we barely have any. So this road feels perfect for more businesses. Let's see if a gas station appears. Wait, why is nobody building one? There is clearly demand for it. Hold on, we are suddenly making $1,700 per hour now. That is huge. Actually, there is another way to make more money. Raise commercial tax. But we should not do that yet, because businesses are still low level. If taxes are too high, they grow slower. Early game is all about leveling them up first. Then we raise taxes later. Residential buildings are the same. Most are still level 1. Low-level buildings create more trash and cost more to maintain, so upgrading them is important. These medium-density buildings can hold 45 households in one building. This one holds 54 households. So assuming 3 people per household, that is around 150 residents. And now this pedestrian shopping street is getting pretty crowded. Honestly, it works really well. Very convenient. Wow, this pharmacy makes $10,000 per month. It is the richest store in town. The convenience food shop next door only makes $460. And this textile store actually loses $325 every month. Yeah. Business there is rough. Pharmacies are clearly the real moneymakers. And when many buildings finish at once, a huge wave of residents arrives together. Now this road cannot handle the traffic anymore. The congestion is getting ridiculous. Time to fix it. Upgrade it into a 5-lane road. 2 left turn lanes and better traffic flow leaving too. Wait, why did another lane suddenly appear? Oh, because we sacrificed the roadside parking spaces. After upgrading the road, parking completely disappears? And honestly, that is fine. Now we make even more money per hour. And neighborhood traffic feels much smoother. So what next? The occupancy rate here still feels low. If every building was occupied, this area should hold over 10,000 people. But we only have around 2,000 residents. Let's see what the issue is. Lack of entertainment gives a -4 score. Spacious housing gives a +3, which means these homes still are not spacious enough. Low density housing is definitely more attractive. Building medium density early game might have been a mistake. So let's add parks. Place them in the most populated areas, like this intersection. That way the coverage is larger. Then place more parks on both sides. After all that, we only have $20,000 left. We are unbelievably broke. Wait, I just remembered something important: education. The closer people live to schools, the more attractive the neighborhood becomes, but schools are expensive. Even the cheapest elementary school costs $40,000, and the city-style school costs $125,000. But we only have $30,000. So what do? Take out a loan, borrow $90,000. Interest rate is 4.3%. Now build the urban elementary school. Place it in the most populated district. Right here. This outer area actually looks perfect. Wait, we are missing just a little bit of space. Before houses get built here, we sacrifice this section. Then redesign the nearby zoning. Now that we finally have a school, the population should rise faster. Add another pedestrian path too. Make it easier for students to walk there. Now let's check the school. What the heck? There is only one student. Why? Did everyone go study in the neighboring city? Wait, I also built another elementary school nearby, and that one only has 140 students too. So school capacity is already enough. I completely wasted my money. Now we upgraded into a tiny town. Reward is $125,000. We can repay the loan. We are officially a level 5 tiny town now, which means we can build mixed-use buildings. Commercial space downstairs, residential space upstairs. That will increase both population and shopping demand. Build an entire row of them here. Then plant trees in the remaining spaces, reduce noise pollution a little. Wait, why is nobody building here? Maybe because the older zones are still unfinished. And now another problem appears: electricity shortage. The population already passed 3,000 people, and it still increases. Population growth is actually pretty fast now, so we build 2 more power generators. Oh no, I only have $8,000 left now.